All right, so here your planning of changes. When the organization determines the need for changes to the quality management system, the changes shall be carried out in a planned manner. And it has some very specific things listed here that you're required to consider. So here's some thought questions regarding quality system changes. Are we talking about minor changes like document control or major changes such as adding or shutting down a process? Can existing FMEA or other methods be used to evaluate a potential change? Since no documented information is required by the ISO standard, what's the method of capturing objective evidence? The correct answer to all of these is that it's up to the organization to decide. In the automotive and medical standards, they require an engineering change process to document changes in the system. The reality of this is that it's often delegated to the management review. A change control procedure will say something like, all changes in the QMS other than minor document changes shall be discussed in the management review and approved, which is not convenient if you have a management review only once a year. So this is what's considered audit bait. The auditor will see that you installed some new equipment, and then he'll look at the management review notes to see if it was discussed. Here's a change control example, which is a document control revision history. It has the date that it happened. It has the new revision level. It has an assessment of the risk of that change. It has the reason and potential consequences, resources needed, a change in responsibility and authority, and who authorized the change. And that meets all the requirements of that clause of the standard. And much of this is probably already being done in some way in your system. For example, your purchasing department probably has a new supplier approval process, and that changes the status of a supplier. The HR department probably has some training matrices plus new hire requirements. Your production department may or may not have PFMEA or other process planning as defined by your system. Engineering, order entry, and measuring devices all have protocols in the event of some change occurring in your system. How not to fail on this is that if you make all of this easy to find, you'll have a more pleasant auditing experience.